Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. The Wind Network's cuts to the nightly NBN local news bulletin has caused major public outcry. From June 27, weeknight bulletins will be pre-recorded to start at 5:30pm and run for 30 minutes, followed by the Sydney-based 9 News from 6pm. Hunter-based federal MPs Pat Conroy, Dan Repicoli, Sharon Claydon and Meryl Swanson released a joint statement calling on the network to retain local journalists and staff. Newcastle Lord Mayor and former news and weather presenter Gavin Morris says it marks a worrying turn in regional reporting.
That news was the last bastion. That was hanging in there and doing a fantastic job. The ratings for that weekend bulletin on a Sunday night particularly were absolutely enormous. It was a part of the staple, wasn't it, to watch the footy on a Sunday afternoon and then sit back and watch our local news story.
Cessnock residents will be spared from a near 40% rate increase following a ruling from the state's independent pricing regulator. Cessnock Council applied for the increase in January to help ease their ongoing financial deficit after a lengthy, heated debate. Councillor Quinton King, who initially opposed the motion, argued Council could do more to lower their costs before putting the onus on ratepayers. He says it marks a turning point for Council.
This is where the real work is going to start now, because although I'm very happy that we're not burdening our ratepayers with the extra financial pressures, it does mean that council now has to reevaluate everything from the top down to work out how they will be financially sustainable moving forward.
Meanwhile, Cessnock residents are being invited to attend one of a number of pop-up sessions this week to learn more about Council's delivery and operational plan for the next financial year. The plans are on public display, with Council seeking feedback from the community and answering questions. The first of 3 sessions is today at the Huntley Shopping Village from 2 till 4pm. Newcastle Council says they're waiting on Transport for New South Wales to give the green light on the Carrington Mangrove Boardwalk. Ollie Goldner has more.
The beloved boardwalk over Throsby Creek has been largely closed to the public since 2024. Around 160 metres of the structure has reportedly deteriorated and is in need of full replacement. A council-issued statement says while they understand the community's frustration over the delays, the process is taking longer than anticipated. The boardwalk is located over Transport for New South Wales owned land, with the two bodies working to resolve the final terms for more than a year. Council are yet to confirm a final deadline.
Business Hunter CEO Bob Hawes believes the minimum wage increase will lead to eventual benefits for the region. Yesterday's 4.75% increase received mixed reviews, with unions labelling it as a win for workers and business bodies saying it puts small businesses at risk. Bob Hawes says while employers may be running at an increased loss, workers may be incentivised to increase their spending. He says it should smooth out the tight consumer market.
We've just got to live with it, and hopefully the people that will be rewarded by the increase do spend it wisely, and that keeps those wheels of the economy turning where necessary.
Plans have been lodged for one of the state's largest private investment projects at Muswellbrook. The $10 billion blueprints include plans for a 2-gigawatt battery, about twice the size of the Waratah Super Battery, and an adjacent data centre. It would be a storehouse of information for major corporations like Google and Microsoft and would use about half the power stored in the battery. If approved, the project would be situated on land between Muswellbrook and Denman, owned by mining and renewables giant Malabar Resources.
2NURFM Sport.
Knights back rower Dylan Lucas is looking to stay in good form to remain in the Blues selection talks. The 25-year-old scored 2 tries in the side's 6-point win over Parramatta. Teammate Greg Marju says Origin camp gave him a boost.
He come back as himself, but he played like he was 2 feet taller. Like the confidence he played with, I think, man, let's try and get him into camp more often too. So he's been playing good footy all year. Like I'm so glad with the footy he's produced because he works so hard.
The Newcastle Jets have signed 18-year-old Oliver Cockle to a scholarship contract. Cockle has progressed through the junior ranks since joining the club in under-11s. General Manager Nigel Bogard says his involvement with the men's side was an important step. And Hunter local Amy Fisher will make her first appearance in the green and gold this year. This follows her selection to the national side for the Commonwealth Games. She'll compete in the wheelchair women's 400 metres. That's sport. I'm Darcy Mills.
And the winning numbers in Oz Lotto are 4, 9, 10, 30, 31, 40 and 43, and the supplementaries are 15, 16 and 44. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.